Hello, so nice to see you. Today we will be doing some knee-friendly yoga stretches to keep you nice and mobile whilst being kind to your knees. If you have any problems with your knees, it might be worthwhile to talk to your doctor before you embark on any kind of fitness journey. Alright, so the most important tools today are some cushions. Mine are a little bit flat, maybe yours can be a little bit fluffier. And we begin in a comfortable seated position. So for me that's cross-legged, and I'm going to place these little cushions just underneath my knees to have a little bit of extra height and cushioning. Alright, okay, then take your arms up, so arms reach towards the ceiling, sit up nice and tall, holding here. So arms are next to the ears, your arms are strong, reaching all the way through the fingertips, but also keeping your shoulders relaxed, yeah? So not lifting too high up to your ears. And we do a little combination of breath and movement. So on the inhale, you're lengthening, and on the exhale, you're going into the twist. So one hand goes onto the opposite knee, and the other hand goes behind you. On your inhale, you reach your arms up again. And on the exhale, over to the other side. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale to twist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. Last one. Inhale, reach. And exhale to twist. Take an inhale, reach your arms up, and then place your hands onto your shoulders. We're going to draw some circles here. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, releasing the elbows down. So inhale, lift, and exhale. Do a few in one direction, and then go in the other direction. So nice big circles here. If you hear any kind of crunching in your shoulders, try not to be freaked out by that. That's quite normal. Good. And then release, come back to the center. So release your hands next to you. Take one of your arms up. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale, gently reach over to the side. And again, inhale, you're coming up. So we're doing a little flow. Hand comes down, and exhale over to the other side. Inhale to reach, and exhale to lean. Inhale, reaching up, switching arms, and exhale to lean. Inhaling and exhaling. Last one, inhale and exhale. And the next inhale, take that arm up and release that hand next to you. All right, I hope you're still comfortable. If you need to move around at any point, you can do that. And take your hands, place your hands over your knees. Okay, I'm quickly going to go to the side so I can show from the side. All right, now from here, start to tuck your tailbone under, so you're slouching a little bit, but keep the focus on your hips. And then sit up nice and tall, sticking out your bum. Yeah. And again, tucking your tailbone under and sticking out your bum. So when I stick out your bum, you can't really stick out your bum, but see if you can roll over from your tailbone, so now you're a bit more on your tailbone, up onto your sitting bones. And you will observe how just this little movement in the hips has an effect on the rest of your body. So as you tuck your tailbone under, you may start to automatically round your back as you come rolling onto your sitting bones. You're sitting nice and tall. All right, and the next time you're sitting tall, you stay with that and then release, straighten out both of your legs. Place your cushions underneath your knees, so your knees are slightly bent. Maybe shake out your legs or give your legs a little bit of a stroke. See how your body's feeling, see how your knees are feeling. Now reach your arms forward, keep your legs relaxed for now, and start to round your back. So again, you tuck your tailbone under, you're reaching forward, you suck your belly in, you're reaching backwards at the same time. Keep your head in a neutral position, so not completely dropping your head. And we're aiming again to sit up tall. So you're reaching up, you're sitting on your sitting bones, sit nice and tall. And again, so you're rounding and sitting tall. Rounding and sitting tall. And the next time you're sitting tall, we stay here. Release your arms by your side. Then take your right leg. So you're still using your cushion. Yeah? You're bending your right knee and the sole of your foot is kind of against your left inner thigh, or if you don't want to bend your knee that much, maybe your calf or your knee is enough. So I have quite a big gap here. Right. Okay, and then we're sitting tall. So try and sit tall. Start to hinge forward from your hips. So your feet are relaxed for now. You're holding here. If you find the hinging impossible, maybe your cushion needs to be a little bit fluffier, so you can bend your knee a little bit more. Let's see where you feel it. Do you feel it in your hamstrings? Is it more in the lower back? Try and keep your back straight, and if you're not folding forward very much, that's all right. Okay, holding here for 3 more, 2, and 1. Slowly come up, and switching legs. So right leg straightens, left leg bends. So if you have the feeling one side, you can bend your knee a little bit more, can go a little bit deeper. Try and honor your weaker side. Again, sit up nice and tall, and then hinging from your hips. Holding here. Okay, keep breathing for 3 more. 2, and 1. Slowly come up. Now straighten out both of your legs again. Sit up as tall as you can, and start to flex your feet and release. You're flexing and releasing. So do that a few times. You will also observe how your muscles are starting to pop up. This is also a nice strengthening exercise, strengthening the muscles surrounding your knees. I'm starting to round my back a little bit, so focus on sitting nice and tall. If this is impossible, you can always have another cushion underneath your hips. Okay, and the next time you have your feet flexed, stay with that, keep your feet flexed, so really engaging your legs, then try again to hinge forward. Hinging forward, forward, forward. You may feel this is a little bit harder than having the feet relaxed. So we're not reaching for the feet, just keep your arms by your side. In fact, maybe bring your hands a little bit further back so your elbows are close towards your waist. Holding here. And keep breathing. So with each exhale, you want to surrender a little bit more into the pose. Maybe travel a little bit further down, just a tiny bit. And very slowly come all the way up and then release. Release your legs, maybe shake them up. And then take your hands behind you, so fingers facing outside, to the outside. And then lift or bend your right leg and then lift your foot up. And draw some circles here. Circling, circling, circling. So this is also not just for hip mobility, it is for hip mobility, as you can imagine. Go in the other direction. Place, you may also feel that in your muscles. So it's a good one to strengthen your quads, to strengthen your hip flexor. Okay, and release. Release that leg down, we do the other side. So bend your knee, lift your foot up, and then begin. Draw some circles here. And go in the other direction. Lovely. All right, and release. Release your legs. Now sit up nice and tall again. Keep your feet relaxed. And see as you're sitting down if you can switch on your glutes. So you're squeezing your glutes and releasing. You squeeze and release. It's a tough one here. Maybe you can feel a little bit. And as you squeeze your glutes, you're sitting a little bit taller. And then you're releasing again. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Good. One more. Squeeze and release. All right. So let's do a little bit more stretching now for the inner thighs. For that, I'm going to face forward again. So take your legs out to the side. Maybe have your cushions underneath your knees. Your knees are not super straight. Okay, good. And then take your hands behind you. See if you can lift your hips up, scooch forward just a tiny bit. Okay, and you should already feel the stretch in your inner thighs. So I'm starting to slump a little bit. We're aiming, and I'm just saying, just aiming to sit up as tall as possible. Okay, take your hands either behind you or fingertips on the mat in front of you, depending on the flexibility of your hamstrings and inner thighs. Yeah? If you have the feeling you're rounding your back, then take your hands behind you and sit up nice and tall. And begin to draw some circles with your ankles, with your feet. Good, and then go in the other direction, circling around. Then release, flex and point your toes a few times. Good, and release. Release your feet, so have them nice and relaxed. And take your hands, if they are behind you, gently straighten out your arms. You push yourself forward a little bit. Your hands are on the mat in front of you. You can release down, down, down. So your feet are relaxed for now. Very, very gently folding forward. We aim to keep the back straight, but I know it's tough, it's hard. Don't completely collapse, completely round your back. And then slowly come up. Sit up nice and tall, and then flex your feet so your muscles are engaged in front of your legs. And again, folding forward. Fold, fold, fold. And hold here and breathe. For 3 more. 2. And 1. Very slowly come up. Place your hands underneath your knees. Lift your knees up so your feet are on the mat. And have your cushion still here. Place the soles of your feet together and let your knees drop to the side. So you want to have your cushion supporting your knees. I need to plump mine up a little bit. Okay, so your feet are fairly far away from your hips. And begin to round your back as you come into forward fold. Rounding your back. I haven't let you round your back today. This is a nice one. So for the lower back, just to release a little bit here. And breathe. Hold here. So your arms can be in front of your shins. You can fold them back. Whatever works for you. And breathe for 3 more. 2. And 1. Slowly come up. Now take your hands behind you. I'll quickly show from the side. Take your hands behind you. Have your fingers facing out to the side. And begin to lift your chest up. So you're puffing out your chest. And you're going to come onto your fingertips. So you're aiming, and again I say aiming, to have your shoulders still above your hips. Yes, so you're not leaning back too much. Holding here, so shoulder blades move towards each other. And gently lift your gaze, lift your chin. And breathe. It's a bit of a chest opener, a little back bend for 3, 2, and 1. Gently, gently release. All right, so you're still sitting with your feet touching. On this side, are you okay to bring your feet a little bit closer? If yes, do so. If not, honor your body. Have your feet further away from you. Sit up nice and tall, and then have your elbows pressing against your inner thighs. And now, no rounding of the back. Come folding forward with a straight back and hold here and breathe. For 3 more, so try not to hold your breath. Really let your breath flow. 2. And 1. Slowly come all the way up and release. All right, maybe flutter your butterfly wings a little bit. Flutter, flutter. Lovely. Good. All right, so let's come into comfortable seated position. So I'm going to switch around again to a cross-legged position. And one more thing here. So place your hands on your knees. Sit up nice and tall, holding here. And then bring your chin towards your chest. And then say no. So your chin is sliding alongside your collarbone. You will have a little bit of a double chin. Keep your chest lifted. So you're sitting nice and tall. Simply sliding your chin. Good. And then still sitting nice and tall. Bring your chin back to the center. Interlace your hands behind your head. And very gently pull the chin even closer to the chest. Holding here. And lift your gaze up. Let your elbows come out to the side. Lift your chest. Sit up as tall as you can. Hold. And release. Well done. Palms together in front of your heart. Rub your hands. Cover your eyes. Cover your forehead. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Release your hands. Thank you so much for joining. Namaste. So I have a few more knee-friendly workouts for the core, for other parts of the body, also some strengthening for the legs. So go and check those out. And I hope to see you very, very soon. Bye bye.